We think we just found the next Dogecoin, and people have been speculating whether or not Elon Musk has dropped a cryptic tweet around a specific meme coin that could make you a meme coin millionaire in 2024. Now, Dogecoin has made many people very rich. These people weren't financially literate Wall Street bigwigs. They didn't have access to special inside information, and they sure as hell didn't have tons of money to prop a market up beforehand. These are people just like me and you, and they just took advantage of a cultural phenomenon. In other words, they took a little bit of money and tossed it in at the meme. They bought a piece of internet culture. Then came the Elon tweet, the catalyst that made many people millionaires, when upon the first tweet, it actually ended up soaring to an all-time high after the second tweet, 1,500%. So as you can see here on the left-hand side, this marks the date of the very first tweet, and that's actually what marks the lower support on this range right here. I know it's kind of tough to see because things really started taking off. Upon the second tweet, okay, which was the SNL tweet, he said the Doge Father, SNL May 8th, and this was tweeted on April 28th of 2021. The price continued to skyrocket. But you don't want to get into something when Elon tweets about it. You want to be in it before he tweets about it. Now, right now, we are looking at a normal scale. And although these pumps look really big respective to these earlier pumps, if we were to put it on a logarithmic scale, you can see that actually you would have made more money down at these local lows to the previous high where Elon actually tweeted than you would have made after the fact. So how do you find a crypto before it starts to run? Well, if you take a look at the price chart in terms of Doge, you can see here that we had a local high for a very long rectangle support range at 0.005 or half of a penny. And then on the low side, we had about 1/5 of a penny at 0.002. So in this range would have been a good time to accumulate. You would have known that this was a legitimate breakout right around here in January 1st of 2021. Because the volume supports it. So if I pull up the volume scale, you can see here that a stupid amount of buying happened right here on this very first breakout. And this would have been a good indicator. The volume is confirming that the trend and the move is legit. Okay, we had an insane amount of buy volume of $120 million back in the early days of Doge when it was at a penny. In other words, it would have been really smart to buy that breakout at a penny. And if you would have bought that breakout and not on an Elon Musk tweet, you would actually be up 13,700%. In other words, if you would have invested $10,000, you'd have $1.37 million. So what exactly are the tweets from Elon that have led many people in the crypto community believe he will tweet about this specific meme coin we're referring to in this video, and that many refer to as the next Dogecoin? Now, the reality is we think so too. We think we have the next Dogecoin in our sights, and by the end of the video I'll mention multiple reasons why this token is not only a tier 1 meme but has everything in place to absolutely blow expectations out of the water and garner a lot of social attention in a full-fledged bull market. Finally, before we begin, head on over to bullrunners.com, grab the link down below in the description, and subscribe to learn how to take advantage of this all market solution. Doesn't matter if it's a bear market, bull market. Ultimately, you can put your XRP to work in the #1 play to earn XRP game so you can earn crypto in about 10 minutes per day. And when you subscribe, you should land on a page that looks like this, where you can watch a video of Nick explaining how it works, and in 3 simple steps, guys. It really doesn't take more than an hour and an afternoon to set up an XRP wallet, to grab your game pieces, and then to play the game to earn crypto. So that way you can reduce maybe the volatility in your portfolio, maybe hedge against some risk, and ultimately, if you're already holding XRP or thinking about holding XRP, instead of just sitting on it and having it do do nothing, you can put it to work. So go to bullrunners.com, and if you're feeling blessed and bullish, comment 777. And if you're going to be the richest person in your family tree, smash the subscribe button. Before we dive in, a quick reminder that the opinions in this video are for informational and educational purposes only and do not constitute financial, legal, or investment advice. All investments, including cryptos, carry risks and potential losses. Always do your own research and consult with a licensed financial advisor. We are not licensed financial advisors, and relying on our content for financial decisions is at your own risk. By watching this video, you agree we are not responsible for any losses or damages, and we do not guarantee any specific results or outcomes. Some of the links below may be affiliate links, and we may earn a commission, which actually helps support this channel and helps us to create value-based videos like this. We also hold some positions in the cryptocurrencies that we talk about, but that's only because we do what we believe in. However, this should not be interpreted as a recommendation for you to do the same. With that said, let's get into the video. Now, many really smart investors say meme coins are risky, that they're a fad, that they're full of scams. And I agree with this statement mostly. On this article from Fortune, you can see that meme coins are the hottest sector in crypto, but 97% of them are already dead. But then with names like Doge, Shiba, or Pepe, not all memes are scams. And also, memes can grow far larger than many traditional crypto companies that supposedly have real utility. In other words, sometimes people don't want the utility. What they really want is to buy into the culture of the internet. And that is my thesis on why memes have done so well. So I'd argue it's riskier not to invest in a good meme coin, at least this market cycle, because not only are meme coins here to stay, but they've been outperforming virtually every other narrative in the crypto space this year. And in this tweet from Kaleo, he explains, similar to the way NFTs were declared a fad early last bull market and then grew into a sector that was incredibly more bullish and resilient than most would have imagined in the early stages, I think meme coins are here to stay this cycle. Memes are culture, and culture has value. And I believe this trend will continue to grow as there's no shortage of Zoomers, or Gen Z as we call them, on TikTok looking for ways to make easy money off of internet culture. So much so that out of all of the sectors and narratives inside of the crypto space, memes rake in at number 1 with 160% in terms of their year-to-date performance. In other words, from January till present day, they are still up more than everything else. Number 2 would be real-world assets, but we even have things like AI only able to keep up at 2%, or things like wallets and gaming and NFTs down tremendously bad. So for whatever reason, the market continues to want to buy memes, to get access to new memes, and ultimately not all of them are going to win. And I would argue it's actually quite risky to invest in memes that don't have the proper team in place, culture in place, a strong community, a strong history, good price action. At the end of the day, most people get absolutely slaughtered. And in this post from Adam, he says the pump.fund, which is basically a launch pad for meme coins, and it's kind of like the most popular one as of right now. Trenches is a slaughterhouse. In the last 24 hours, and this was posted on August 10th, 16,357 tokens were launched. Only 175 of them made it to Radium. That means, right, they needed to reach a $69,000 market cap to make it to an actual AMM. Which is really just a place to buy it, like from a DeFi exchange, if you will. 19 of those 175 remain above the 69K market cap. In other words, from launch to profitable graduation, that is a mere measly 0.12%. So it's really just trying to like find find a needle in a haystack. And if you don't obviously want to lose tons and tons of money and go through all of the hard work that it requires to even get these, and then also on top of that to get lucky, then you probably should stick with the best performing assets, the best memes. I have a friend that is a sports bettor in Vegas, and he gave me a really good example at one point. He said a lot of people try to win big in the markets of sports betting, yet here I am consistently year over year raking in millions of dollars, doing what I do best, and that is betting on the black horse in the race. Okay, ultimately I want the dark horse in the race, the one that is already favored to win, the one that has far more talent than the rest. Everyone's betting on these underdogs with crazy odds. The reality is I look at statistics, I look at performance over sustained periods of time, and then I bet on the winners. Now I might not make as much as everyone else when I'm right, but I make consistent money, and that's what I'm after. And so that's what we're after here with the memes too, because ultimately the best meme coins will rise to the top, and in a major bull market they will make many people very rich. So what meme am I talking about? Well, I am talking about none other than Floki. Now, Floki is currently sitting at a $1.1 billion market cap, ranked number 55 out of 10,000 active cryptocurrencies listed in terms of coin market cap. The price is currently sitting at 0.00012, which is arguably pretty low for this token. But, the market's been selling off, and that's totally fine. I want to see, has this thing been getting sold off like crazy because people are getting out? Or is it just going through the normal market reaction as everything else does? Matter of fact, is it actually seeing less strength on the dips, right, and more strength on the accumulation? And if I see that, then that is a very good sign that it is in a good place to accumulate. Now, I'm going to cover some of the reasons that I really like this token in particular in terms of the meme token. And I think the first thing is the fact that it truly does have institutional support. Most memes never even make it out of, a launch pad, much less actually get to the point where a company like Binance actually sees and recognizes them. Binance is the largest institutional player in the game. Okay, they have their arm in just about everything when it comes to crypto. They have the largest exchange. They have one of the largest VCs. They're consistently building and doing things inside of crypto. And so the fact that they already listed them is massive. But they're not the only ones. We have OKX, we have Bybit, we have Git.io, we have HTX, Bitfinex. And obviously we have all of the DEXs. But what I really like to see is the fact that Kraken has listed them. And the reason that's so important is because Kraken is a United States-based exchange, which means they have to do extra vetting to double verify that this isn't some crap or scam, and they're not bringing a security onto their platform so they don't get sued by the SEC retroactively, right? In other words, Floki is legit enough that a major US exchange would actually list them. To me, that screams of institutional support and a vote of confidence. Now, how is it that Elon is going to tweet about this token, being that it's relatively small relative to the rest of the market? I mean, we're talking Dogecoin is sitting at $15 billion. We're sitting at $1 billion with Floki. Well, what's really cool is it's actually built off of an Elon Musk tweet back in, June 25th of 2021. It all started when Elon Musk, aka Dogefather, tweeted, "My Shiba Inu will be named Floki," and from there, the legend of Floki was born. Now, people have tried to use Elon tweets to create meme tokens. I can't tell you the countless that have come and failed. But for whatever reason, when you go over to CoinMarketCap, this thing has remained a strong contender in the meme coin space. It's only number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in terms of meme coins by market cap. But I would argue that they actually have far more utility than literally any other meme coin in the space. And I'll give you a few examples. Come over to Doge. There's literally nothing on here other than information on how to buy their peer-to-peer digital currency. Hop on over to Pepe, and all they've got is their exchange listings, how to buy, and their tokenomics. hop on over to Shiba Inu, and I would argue they're the best contender when it comes to utility and things that they've built for the community and to really, prop up their token. But the token price action hasn't looked that great, and they haven't done nearly as much as Floki. Now, this is not me crapping on the Shiba Inu community or their token. I just have yet to see any big top 3 to top 5 player outperform Floki, and it's honestly kind of insane. I don't know where they are getting these community members, how well organized this team is, but they have all sorts of things, and I'm going to zero in on one in particular. They have Valhalla, which is a play-to-earn NFT metaverse. They have a staking platform. They have Flokify. They have NFTs, prepaid Master and Visa cards. Okay, they have an NFT marketplace. They have a university. They even have a trading bot and a name service. So in other words, if you wanted your domain name .floki, you could do that. For me, it'd be like polydefi.floki. Right? So it's super, super cool. But what I'm going to zero on here is their TokenFi platform, which was recently launched. Now, TokenFi is a launchpad platform that gives users all they need to create a token or tokenize a real world asset. So imagine you have something that you want to put on the blockchain. You can do that in a simple all-in-one platform without writing a line of code. You don't need to know how to code. Now, they have all sorts of different things in terms of solutions on this platform alone. So this is just one portion, one cool product that integrates the Floki token into a legitimate business around the meme. TokenFi has a token launcher. You can launch ERC20 or BEP20, which is Binance compliant tokens. They have a generative AI for NFTs. In other words, you don't need to know how to create an NFT and launch it on the blockchain. Instead, type in your idea and it'll generate the NFT directly onto the blockchain. They have something called TokenFi the Connect that's coming soon, where they are going to be able to connect you with institutions, market makers, funds, influencers, thought leaders, and access deep liquidity for your projects, your ideas, your companies, and all sorts of other really cool development. But I personally think one of the coolest developments that's going to happen, especially while we're talking about memes, is that the first meme coin to launch on the TokenFi platform and launchpad is going to be called Simon's Cat. Now, you might not know what Simon's Cat is, but Simon's Cat is actually a very popular brand among normies in just about every major platform. They have millions of subscribers and viewers. It's so popular that they have 9.8 million Facebook fans, 6.3 million YouTube subscribers, 5.4 million Instagram followers, 3.5 million TikTok fans, and 20 million game downloads. And you can check that out on the Wikipedia page. It's pretty impressive. By no small means are they not grabbing attention in the mass consumer market amongst normies. Normies know about this. They probably have heard about memes, but this might be the very first meme that the entire market wants to get a hold of. Now, if you want to get access to the Simon's Cat meme when it does launch, by the way, the highly anticipated Simon's Cat meme coin launch will go live on TokenFi Launchpad August 20th, 2024. So if you haven't, if you're watching this video before that time, you might be in luck. If you are a Floki holder, you're going to get airdropped this token. However, if you're not a Floki token holder, I highly recommend it because there's going to be far more future benefits in the long run, but there's another way to get access to this token in a pre-sale, especially, well, at least if you're outside of the US or any country where it's legal. The Simon's Cat token is being launched exclusively through the TokenFi Supercharger program. As a result, the primary way to participate in the presale is to enroll in the program, which prioritizes token stakers. In other words, go to the TokenFi platform, grab the token, their token for the platform, and then stake it, and then you'll get access to that presale where you're going to get access to the token at a cheaper price than the actual listing price when it does hit exchanges. And by the way, with the professionalism of this team and their deep connections to the entire crypto space, I'm pretty confident it's going to get some pretty major listings, which means the token price should skyrocket, right? And you got in at a price that venture capital would get in at. Now, when Nick and I, first did our homework into this token, and we were looking for memes that were going to be safe here long term, had good utility, so on and so forth. It was one of those things where we were genuinely shocked at the rate at which these guys build and what they're accomplishing in the world. They're even involved in philanthropic efforts in terms of charities. And their initiatives involve them building state-of-the-art schools in every continent, then in every underdeveloped nation of the world. Guatemala, Ghana, Laos, and Nigeria are already home to some Floki schools. And these guys don't play around. They are out there actually sponsoring events from cricket to badminton to table tennis to Kings League soccer to all sorts of sporting events where the Floki logo is being flashed to millions of people worldwide. And this about sums it up. They have over 460,000 holders now. They have a strong brand that's recognized by 3 billion people. And guess what? They're going to increase that visibility by partnering and launching the Simon's Cat token. They have $150 million of TVL or total value locked across all of their products, and that's going to continue to grow as they get more adoption. And they have all of the other utility that you just saw on the website, which is why Nick and I actually decided to buy the token, and then we reached out to the team and decided to partner with them. So we're very grateful that they've sponsored this video, and we hope that you see what we see here and that you're willing to take advantage of something like this. Now here we have the Floki chart, and you can see that this is no new meme coin, but it is not only a massive team, a massive community. They've got deep roots across the board in all of Web3. They did dump in 2021 to 2022, and the entire crypto market did. But in most situations with meme coins, if you've actually watched enough of them, and believe me, I have, and I've lost a lot of money on a lot of meme coins in the past, when they dump to near zero, not only do they stay there, they continue to go lower or trade sideways forever. Now, that is your pure indicator that it was a rug, right? But in a situation like this, people got rid of it because, no one's holding memes in a major bear market. However, this thing bounced, recovered, and started flying high to touch its previous all-time highs from 2021. So this thing has some history now, and the majority of the supply is circulating, which means it's not just going to be dumped on your head by venture capitalists, or in this case, right, all those early holders. Early holders have had a lot of time to get out, and so the token's traded a lot of hands. Now it's in the hands of a lot of strong holders, again, with 460,000 of them. But what is this line? Well, this line is where the market bottomed and started trending back up at the start of the bull market in 2023. And the reason I have this line here is because I want to pull up a chart of Bitcoin. And I want to compare Bitcoin to the chart of Floki from this exact date and time. So I'm going to put it on a percentage scale. Then I'm going to pull up the chart of Bitcoin once I drag this to the left right here. And we are just going to see how Bitcoin has performed relative to Floki. And as you can see here, Bitcoin is currently up 256% on the bottom of, the start of the bull market, whereas Floki is up 1,400%. So Floki has outperformed Bitcoin. And so this is very indicative of adoption at a mass scale. This is indicative of very strong holders. This is indicative of the fact that it is in demand. I want the dark horse in the race. And so anything, there's cryptos out there that have underperformed Bitcoin, right? Even XRP as of right now has been underperforming Bitcoin. Ethereum has been underperforming Bitcoin. A lot of the money and excitement has been around Bitcoin this last year with the spot ETF. There's just been more accumulation. So I want something that's potentially stronger and can earn far more than Bitcoin at a smaller market cap, and Floki seems to be that token. Now, what exactly is the speculation around an Elon tweet, and how does that relate to the current price we're at? We'll dive into that here in a second. A lot of people believe that if Elon Musk were to tweet about Floki, his dog, his actual dog, it would send the price soaring. And I can see how that would happen, because I think a lot of people might be a little confused. Maybe maybe he is talking about the token when he posts his dog. People take that into consideration, and Elon can move markets. So in this case, you can see he's already been tweeting about his dog. Right here was the very first tweet about his Shiba Inu called Floki. And over time, he's talked about it over and over, guys. Floki pick tomorrow. Floki pick. How about my little Doge Floki? He would make a great CEO. The point is this: he might not tweet directly about the token, but it's going to be kind of like a positive feedback loop or an upward spiral. If he does tweet about his dog and, somehow relate it to the Memecoin market or Doge, people are going to take that and run with it. They're likely going to invest in Floki. Then it's going to hit some sort of a level that has a lot of interest, potentially a breakout level, at which more investors that are traders are going to get interested and invest. That's going to drive the price up. That'll get more attention and normies alongside all of these other cool products that they've built out, right? And all of the advertising and all of the deals and all the partnerships, yada, yada, yada. That in and of itself will create for a situation where maybe Elon Musk does recognize it and then does tweet it out, which will send the price higher. And at some point in time, it's just going to be like an endless positive feedback loop in a bull market scenario where we see some insane price action to the upside. And I've actually looked at the chart and I can see it happening. So let me show you the chart. So what I've learned in technical analysis and charting is that the longer the time to break out, or the longer the range, the longer the support, the longer the pattern, the stronger the breakout. This is a over 3-year pattern. And what the pattern is, a cup and handle. As you can see here, this is the cup and this would be the potential handle. So yes, we failed to break out. I think a lot of people would have assumed that this was the handle. However, the market stayed and remained relatively weak from March till present day, but that doesn't mean, right, that we don't still have a handle intact. And when I go ahead and pull up the VRVP, you can see I have an insane amount of support right here at the 0.0000324 range. So this range right here would be my ultimate buy signal, because I do believe eventually when we come back up to this range right here and break above here, not only are we going to get a 100% move to the upside, but we're far more likely to get a Doge style move. Because if you remember when I showed you the Doge chart, when we kept toying with this range, we actually went on to make a 13,000% gain when the volume confirmed the breakout. Now, when you have such a long, strong pattern in range like this, I can see the breakout being violent to the upside. A 13,000% gain would put us somewhere in that, 4-cent range. So is that possible? Well, the market cap would be insanely high. So I don't know if that's necessarily possible, but I do believe a 1,500% would be easy. That's definitely in the cards, and that would take the token to half of a penny. However, if you were to start investing right now and it hit that range on the breakout, which again, this is such a long, strong range, I can't see it not getting to at least that 50%, 100% gain on the breakout. We're well below that breakout range. You'd earn about a 4,200% gain. And if the price dropped all the way down, and if the market continues to, cool off and things don't look too hot through the summer, we get some weird events or news, whatever happens, right? There's a lot of uncertainty in the market, and we do hit these lifetime buy areas and zones right here. You have the potential to see that 13,000% gain. You would be able to turn $10,000 into 1.3 to 1.4 $1 million just by practicing discipline and dollar cost averaging through these ranges. Now, if it doesn't hit this range and it starts to climb back up here back to the 0.0003 range, then guess what? You got to step on that gas pedal, because it's highly likely it's going to break out. If the volume confirms it, it's gonna move. And with such a strong community, with such a strong team, with so many different ways that they integrate the Floki token into their platform and either burn it or use it or stake it, the possibilities are endless. I really do see this thing not only hitting that, the same market cap as Doge right now, but actually surpassing it and potentially going to that 30, 50, 70, and even $100 billion market cap in a full-fledged bull market. So one last time, if you haven't already and you enjoyed the video, head on over to bullrunners.com. You have nothing to lose, everything to gain, to discover how to earn more crypto in less than 10 minutes with the #1 play to earn XRP game. This is a great way to put your XRP to work, to remove or reduce volatility in your portfolio, and ultimately just take advantage of an opportunity while it's hot. Because if crypto starts to pump hard through the end of the year, this is just a way to compound on those gains. If it doesn't, you're still reducing your risk by earning crypto. So head on over to bullrunners.com, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video, my friend. Goodbye.